The minibus package from the House, which included 6 appropriations bills, is going to be voted on today in the Senate. The White House is trying to make a deal with Senate Democrats so that they can take out the 5 appropriations bills, not including DHS, and have the Democrats and Republicans in the Senate vote on that, which is fine. They should do that because those departments don't need to shut down. Those bills already have agreements, and in order to do that, they would need to decouple those bills, as I talked about the other day. So the White House seems like they're okay with the 5 bills being passed, but the question then is what happens with DHS. So right now, my understanding is that they are trying to negotiate with the Senate Democrats to see if they can do a short-term continuing resolution. I want to remind folks, as I said the other day, that ICE is already funded. You cannot defund ICE and you cannot abolish it at this point. What the Democrats are trying to do is to reform and try to fix some of the bullshit that ICE is doing, as well as CBP officers who are on the ground in Minnesota and who are harassing and shooting and harming people, assaulting them and harassing and racially profiling them. What needs to happen is reforms. There needs to be no masks. There needs to be body cameras worn. There needs to be accountability for the shit that they're doing. Judicial warrants are needed. They cannot just go run up in somebody's house. So these are the things that Democrats are trying to achieve, and they are now having to work with the White House to figure out how they can get this done. The problem is that this has to go back to the House. And when it goes back to the House, they don't believe that they have the votes from Republicans to do this. So they will need Democrats' help. But the only way they can get Democrats' help is if they actually do these reforms. So there is leverage that Democrats have. They have to use it and use it properly. DHS also includes other things. It doesn't include just CBP and ICE. It includes FEMA. It also includes TSA. But if Democrats want to give a little bit of time for them to work on a package, if they think they're making some headway with the White House, then I say just give it like a week for continuing resolution and try to work out some reforms, because getting nothing would be worthless. We need to get something in order to move forward. There has to be some kind of tangible thing that we get out of this process. So I hope the Democrats in the Senate do what's right. I don't think this should last for 3 weeks. Don't give them 3 weeks to try to make some deal. Give the White House 7 days. And if they can't come up with something in 7 days, then shut that bitch down.